Enlightenment Series, Part 16. The books they debated, what nearly made it into the Bible, and what didn't. The Bible didn't fall from the sky in one piece. God inspired the words, but the early church had to discern which writings were truly scripture, and which were not. So were there books that nearly made it into the Bible? Yes, and others that didn't despite being widely read. But here's the key. The decision was never random. It was based on spiritual weight, apostolic origin, doctrinal truth, and consistency with the rest of Scripture. In the Old Testament, some Jewish communities used only the Hebrew Scriptures, while others, especially in Greek-speaking areas, used a wider set called the Septuagint, which included books like Tobit, Judith, 1 and 2 Maccabees, Wisdom of Solomon, and Ecclesiasticus, Sirach. These became known as the Apocrypha. These books were never accepted by Jesus or the apostles as scripture, and the Jewish leaders after the temple's fall in 70 AD also rejected them from the Hebrew canon. Yet centuries later, the Roman Catholic Church officially included them in the Latin Bible at the Council of Trent in the 1500s, after the Reformation began. In the New Testament, a few books were debated but eventually accepted, like Hebrews, James, 2 Peter, 2 and 3 John, Jude, and Revelation. These were questioned, not because of error, but because some early churches weren't sure of their authorship or didn't have copies early on. But once they were verified and matched apostolic teaching, they were embraced. Other writings like the Shepherd of Hermas, the Epistle of Barnabas, and 1 Clement were read by many early Christians. But even those who respected them admitted they were not inspired scripture. They lacked apostolic authorship or had theological issues that conflicted with core truths. The truth is, the early church wasn't careless or political. They were cautious and prayerful. They didn't include everything, and they didn't exclude lightly. God didn't just inspire Scripture, He preserved it. And the books we have today, they weren't chosen by vote. They were recognized by the fruit they bore, the truth they held, and the Spirit that confirmed them. Not everything called Christian is God-breathed, and not every ancient book deserves a place in the canon.